Welcome again, this is Tasfu. Labels are names and they are created from the attribute data, and they are an important part of cartography. It is very essential in map making, and this tutorial is about labeling. And therefore, we will first open the project 2-2. When talking about labels, we must first specify the elements of labels, like fonts, font size, font color, font placement, and visibility range. These are the font elements we must consider. And when we open the map here, the map shows the countries in African continent. It is a spatial data which shows the 54 African countries. The attribute data shows names, codes, city names, total population, and various others. First, changing the label properties. In the contents pane, when clicking the African countries layer, automatically this tab called feature layer will appear. This tab appears on the ribbon with their tabs. We have here appearance, labeling, data, and they are highlighted. On the labels tab and in the labels class group, and under the label features in this class, click field name. And in the list of the field names, we click name. The labels are based on this name field, but first we need to check this tab. For the labels to appear, it must be checked first. To do that, in the layers group, click here label. Wait for the labels to appear, and when they appear, the labels get their default and they should be customized to better suit the purpose of the map. When the labels first appear, as you can see, the labels are stacked. We need a little bit of modification, and to do that, we will use these buttons in this group. To make this change, in the text symbol group, we can change the different properties here. We can now change the text symbol size, which is 10 now. We can choose something like 8. We can change the font type. It is Tahoma now. Let's leave it as it is. We can change the text symbol color to something like flame red. It has changed it. This way we can change our label features. The other thing in labeling is visibility range. Now, if we keep on zooming out, the map labels will keep on getting stacked and unreadable as we zoom out. When we zoom in and out, the labels will appear and then disappear. Therefore, what we will do is we will use this visibility range group section, and in it there is an option out and beyond, and also in and beyond. We can control the visibility of the labels when we zoom it in or when we zoom the map out. To correct the issues, we use these visibility range groups. When using it, they do not display when zooming it in beyond certain limit or some selected scale. Okay. After some selected scale, if we zoom it out, it won't be visible. This is where we correct it. But when we choose something like current, what it will do is the visibility range starts after this current scale, which is this one. So in the visibility range group, we can pick out and beyond, or current, or in and beyond. But now let's pick current. As you can see it here now, when you zoom out, it disappears. When you zoom out beyond this scale, it disappears. That is what it means. ከከረንት ስኬል በኋላ ይጠፋል። ቪዚቢሊቲው አይታይም ማለት ነው። Likewise, we can choose in and beyond, and we can also experiment with some other scale other than current. Play around with it. We can also experiment with other labeling features, like in the contents pane, right click on the African layer, click the labeling properties. We can change here the symbols and the position properties right here. To do that, in the labels class pane and the symbols, click shadow. Under the shadow, we can change the different properties of the shadow, like the color of the shadow itself. Now let's make it blue. To further change the other properties of the shadow, we can change these properties like X offset and Y offset. Let's make it one like this. Now we see the change here. Changes have been made in the map regarding the shadows. So you can also explore other properties of the label by yourself. We wind our discussion of the properties of the labels here. You can play around with it, and thank you for watching.